with him. Rick Clunn. What am I going to say? Obviously still fishing with bass. One of those guys was there in '09, is still here now. Hasn't left. Did spend, he fished both for a lot of times and did really, really well on the FLW side and the bass side. Cool story with Rick. It was just, I don't say people maybe, I don't know if they were nervous, but were afraid to talk to him or whatever, but, because of everything that he had accomplished and so forth, but just, he was very approachable, and had a number of great conversations with Rick. We talked a lot about, we were down on the Red River one time and talking about the different ways that people traveled and camped. He liked what I was doing and believed that to be the way, the best way that he'd seen to do it. And that's what he's doing now with a big sliding camper on a dually, towing the boat behind it. At that particular time, he had like a fifth-wheel gooseneck trailer, fifth-wheel trailer, triaxle trailer. He would back the boat up inside this trailer, and it was not easy. It was a process, and a lot of people would give him a hand, guiding him in and so forth, but because it was a tight fit. But probably the best Rick Clunn story I have is we were on Gunnersville, and we were staying at the Gunnersville State Park, and we were probably like, 200-300 yards from the water, and we were talking. We were just sitting around his picnic table at his site, and we were talking about crankbaits, specifically square bills. And he was talking to me about the bigger square bills, the 2.5, 3.5, and actually gave me a couple. I still have them to this day. And, basically talking about the system in which how he would throw them, and was talking also a funny story about Takahiro Mori. Maybe I'll mention that story when I talk about Takahiro. But as we were sitting there talking about square bills and, the gear that you need to throw them, and his mindset, on that, why he did what he did. I mean, I was just soaking it up like a sponge, We watched this great blue heron walk from the lake. Like I said, you got to be 250, 300 yards from the water's edge, all the way up through the campground. And it was probably, wasn't that far away from us, maybe, I don't even think it was 50 yards, less than 50 yards. So we watched it walk up through the woods, and it was pretty much a cleared area with single trees, canopy over top, but no brush, okay? We watched this bird walk up and lock up beside a tree. It had to be 20 minutes, half hour, something like that. Just absolutely locked up. Not a movement, not a feather. Just staring at the ground. And all of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, boom, went down and grabbed, what a lot of people call a ground squirrel, what we call up here in the Northeast, a chipmunk, but it was a ground squirrel. Boom, it came out of the hole, it grabbed it, held on her for a little bit, whoop, and ate it. Okay, so that bird knew that these things lived up in this area, in the ground, and made that walk all the way up and waited on that thing to come out of the hole to eat it. Okay, so it's amazing to just think about how that bird came to know that, and that how fortunate Rick and I were to be able to watch it do that. So that was pretty cool. So I mean, but a number of interactions with Rick, on my time, not only fishing, because I fished against Rick on the FLW tour around 2000, 2001, in the FLW series, all in 2006, 2007, and then the Elite series, 2009, 2010. So I cherish those memories.